welcome you, of course, to the innovation campus of Unionbank. I believe it's the first here in the country, right, for a local bank to have such an innovation campus. And of course, we also want to welcome you later on into the booth of transaction banking. So as mentioned by Mo, I'm the corporate product management head of transaction banking, and later on you'll be able to see sort of at least know more about the details of the platforms that we have, that we offer to our corporate customers and the government. So for transaction banking, our main customers are corporates, businesses, government agencies. So this is the customers that we serve. Right, for Unionbank, our goal really is to later on to showcase all of the innovative and adaptive solutions that we cater to the unique needs of our businesses and government today. We strive to enable, empower ecosystems, communities with the platforms, the technology that we have using APIs and even blockchain, right, with the platforms that we develop and offer to our clients. So, siguro just to talk a little about those platforms that you will see later on in the booth. First, the thing that you'll see there is our platform, our online banking facility for corporates and businesses. That's called the portal. So I'm not sure if you've heard of this, but it's for us, it's the flagship platform of Unionbank for corporates and businesses. Because in the portal, it's a one-stop hub for the cash management needs, right, of businesses and corporates, where they can actually do many stuff, like managing their accounts, doing batch transfers via InstaPay and PesoNet. Not sure if everybody's familiar with InstaPay and PesoNet, but it's part of the initiative of the government to convert manual to digital payments. So those are the two main services of the government and the banks today. And then you can do check writer, you can have access to credit, etc. with the portal. As mentioned by Mo a while ago, we are here to publicly announce our new platforms also. So you'll see that in the book as well. So first of those is what we call UPay, right? It's the brand name for a payments and collection suite, right, that we have also for corporates and businesses, where these customers of ours, if they have their own online facilities, if they're involved in e-commerce, they have online platforms that they offer to their customers. With UPay, right, they can integrate into UPay so that they can have access to a suite of payments methods, right, different payment methods. Right, so we've aggregated different kinds of payment methods, from credit card to debit card payments, to the use of InstaPay and PayGate, which is the PesoNet version of accepting payments from customers as well. And really, the advantage of UPay is that, again, as I mentioned, we've aggregated it into one platform, right? Together with that is a consolidated collections report, right, that a business can take advantage of, so that they can reconcile their payments easily. So to give you an example, para lang it's easier for everybody to understand. Pretend you're an e-commerce company. Instead of partnering with many different types of payment providers, all you have to do is tie up with Unionbank, and you get access to UPay, and we consolidate everything for you, right? So our goal really is to make things more convenient, easier, and hopefully seamless, right, for our corporate customers. So that's UPay. It's our collections and payments suite for businesses and corporates, and even the government. Actually, later on, you'll also see in the booth, we have a separate section for stuff that we do for government agencies. There's actually a feature there of what we built for the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court actually has a website, and they've integrated their website to our UPay so that they can collect all of the court fees online. And they're using UPay right now. So we can know more about that inside the booth. Now, the next platform that we want to again feature is what we call eDAO. I know it's a jargon, but eDAO really stands for ePay card. So that's the name of our electronic ATM cards. So everybody's familiar naman with a debit card or ATM. We just call it ePay card. So DAO stands for Digital Account Opening, right? So we call it eDAO. So it's one of its kind right now in the Philippines. I believe it's unique because what we did is we digitized and we made it paperless for companies to open payroll accounts for the employees. So everything end to end is a digital experience. Gone are the days for these companies where they'll ask their employees to fill up forms. Right, all of these paper forms, pupunta ka pa sa branch, sa banko, submit, so that they can open an account and then wait several days for the debit card to be produced. And then you go back to the bank, the branch, to get your ATM card. Diba ganun eh? So, but with eDAO, everything's electronic. So what's gonna happen is yung company, they just upload the list of employees that will open accounts into the portal, is the main platform, upload the file of their employees, and then each employee will receive an SMS where there's a link that goes to the online forms that they can just fill up. Wala na pong papel. Lahat kasi it's through the mobile app of Unionbank. Put your personal information, KYC basically, and know your cost. You're familiar with this KYC information, and at the same time, upload the documentary requirement. So if it's an ID, take a picture of your driver's license or your any primary ID, upload and submit. So when you submit, the employer now approves of it, and then instantly it goes to our system in the bank, produces the account and the cards, and then the cards are delivered. Now, the company has the option to have the cards delivered to their office or directly to the address of their office. So it's a unique solution, a unique platform, and we want to take advantage of this because at the end of the day, we wanted to make it more easier for clients. So the last platform that we want to highlight, that you will see also in the booth, is what we call RCD, another jargon, but it actually stands for Remote Check Deposit. So I'm sure everybody's familiar with, nakita nyo na yung using your mobile phone. Sa app, diba? Take a picture of the check and then automatic deposit sa account mo. But because our clients are corporates, right? Imagine the hundreds of checks. Dami, diba? You won't expect them to take a picture one by one. So with RCD or Remote Check Deposit, we enable our clients by providing them with a very small scanner. You'll see it in the booth. You put a bundle of checks, tas isa-scan nila, isa-isa. As if scanned, guess what? Saan nila makikita yung transaction? In the portal. Kasi this is our one-stop hub. So in the portal, they will see, wow, all of these checks that would have to be warehoused, deposited, or eventually, if it's a post-dated check, eventually deposited when the date comes. And they can track it through the portal. So it's another, advantage, a platform that are, not just corporate, but even any entity that would require this to take advantage of. So those are just examples of the platforms that we are featuring. You will see in the booth. All of this really, what we're doing is, intent for us to provide seamless, enjoyable experiences for our customers so that they can focus more on what matters most. Diba? When they do their business, what matters most is really how do they make money or how do they make it more efficient, diba? For their customers as well. So that's it for me right now. Pass it on back to you to Mo.
Thank you, Dino. Actually, later for more of these details, we'll be giving out a fact sheet, so you can include it in your write-ups later. So maybe just to start off a quick conversation, Dino, maybe as transaction banking, how are we different from most banks coming from those examples you shared?
Yeah, I guess those platforms in itself show that we're different. But more than that, I think if you were in some of the talks earlier, you'll always hear from a union banker, the management, right? That it's really about mindset. It's about also political will, right? And having that proper mindset into putting it into the things that we develop, things that we offer to our clients, and even co-creating, right? Collaborating with our customers, so that we can develop platforms and services that really addresses their need. And I think that's the number one, I think, aspect or value that we have to make ourselves different from the others. And then the rest will follow. The rest will follow, of course, when we are able to develop and launch these products and services and platforms. As you can see, that's how we set ourselves apart from competition. And this is a continuous thing. Kasi after some time, of course, as we know, competition can come and cope, right? But our goal is to always strive to be trailblazing in what we offer to them.
And to add, those are consistently our storylines, making sure that we're different among competition, making sure it's convenient for our customers. So maybe before we start the Q&A, maybe a final follow-up to that is, based on the landscape, how is it advantageous for businesses that have us already incorporated in their business process? Because you've talked about most of that earlier, embedding our process. So how is it advantageous for them that already have us?
Yeah, what we have really is solutions, platforms that businesses today can integrate into their existing platforms, services, processes, whether it's manual or digital. And all of these that we offer them, we strive to embed ourselves into what they currently have, so that they can make it more efficient, not only for themselves, but for the customers that they serve. So that's our intent. That's right.
Okay, thank you for that, Dean. So to recap, we're announcing today our 3 flagship solutions. So we have UPay, our one-stop shop for collections and payment service. Then we have our ePay card digital account opening, together with remote check deposit. Both of these are housed under our flagship solutions called the Portal, wherein we make it a whole seamless process that enables businesses to make it more seamless for them. So now at this point,
Depends on what their needs are. As I mentioned a while ago, we usually work with the client, and based on the scoping that we do with them, some would entail fees, some would entail requirement in terms of fee. But really depends. There's no fixed fee. It really depends on the need of the corporate. Because our intent is to make it really something that's affordable, of course, also for them.
thank you for that question. Yes, sir?
Is there a minimum number of employees that can be enrolled at one particular time?
Thank you for that question, sir. So, Dino, do we have any minimum for that regard? I'm assuming for
Minimum
corporate, or a maximum.
Specific.
So sorry, just to maybe to put it to context, it depends kasi are we talking about UPay or through Portal? So what are we looking at?
The one that you offer for corporate accounts in terms of opening accounts for the employees.
Payroll,
the
payroll
yeah.
system. So there is no minimum, but of course this will be scoped with the client, depending on their need. And yeah, it's something that we can discuss with.
So the fees are more or less customized depending.
It's customized based on the size.
Size of the company.
So just to let you know, this service is open from from let's say conglomerates to large corporates and even to SMEs.
Okay.
It's open for
MSMEs or SME or at least a minimum of 10 employees, which is
still possible. It's something that, again, like what you said, we can come up with a customized commercial terms.
Alright.
Thank you, sir.